Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to a new episode of Cut to Movies with Vivek and Viru.
And yes, a very happy new year to you.
Just before we dive in, we'd like to give you a disclaimer that this episode is filled with spoilers. So please do watch the film first, unless, of course, you don't have an issue with spoilers, in which case,
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Cut 2 with Vivek and Viru. And today we are in France. Vivek, tell us about this film.
French director Rachel Lang directs Baden, which is now streaming on Mubi. This is a film about an aimless 20-something woman who flees her job and returns to her hometown of Strasbourg, reconnects with old flames, and wants to desperately find some meaning to her life with the sole focus of building a shower in her grandmother's bathroom. As absurd and mundane as it sounds, the film offers enough moments through its lead character Anna, most of which are so interesting you just wish the film doesn't end. It's funny, sad, tragic, as well in parts. As a whole, it's a movie that one should definitely watch.
Absolutely. I mean, मेरे को भी बहुत fascinating लगा. It's like a character study, है ना? वो पूरा उसके बारे में, and I think we get a glimpse into the life of a 20-something woman in France today, right? So वो मतलब who's like aimless, who doesn't have any motivations or aim. ऐसे she's having fun and she's trying out different things. She has her ups and downs, and it was like very personally made kind of a film. When I was like reading about it and all, so I realized कि this so on the same character, the main character in the film, उसके ऊपर she's made a trilogy. And the director,
So on Anna,
so basically Mubi also has 2 short films and then this full length feature, because through the trilogy she has kind of told the story of Anna and how it's about coming of age kind of a thing, like adult, and how she's becoming like a adult and understanding the ways of life and that kind of a thing, and how she's like got failures. She has an ex-flame who she had a very bad toxic relationship with, and all of that, right? And still she's like free-spirited and that kind of a woman. So I mean, वो देखना चाहिए था. We missed out on that. I came to know about it very later. But if we would have known maybe वो 20-25 minutes, so this would have turned into like a 3-hour film, because वो 20 minutes के 2 हैं plus this is there. तो वैसा होता. And we would have got a little more insight into what happened before this, maybe. Or maybe it's like the same character in different situations. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking, would it be more like that Richard Linklater's Boyhood, which was shot for 12 years with the same characters? That film was somehow coming to my mind when you were talking about 2 short films and this film, which would kind of talk about Anna's journey. But yeah, we should check it out for sure.
But ये वही है कि इसमें it is not about that. It didn't take so many years. It was just 3 films that she wrote together, pitched together. Then she made like 2 short films, 2020, and then a full-length feature. Nice. So that kind of a thing. Nice. But the character, like that's why this character is so strong. And I mean, that's why when she started off, तो उसने जब वो actress ढूंढी, and so वो actress, I mean, she got into the skin of the character, and you almost feel that it was written for her. It has, I think, somewhere I also read that maybe it is kind of a biographical take.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. I think it is her directorial debut, if I'm not wrong. It also shows how she's been working on a film set but still doesn't know what she wants to do. Right. She's also exploring her sexuality. She also can't decide between which boy she wants to be with. She wants to be with her grandmother, and her parents are not with her. A lot of the aspects of the story are very, very similar to the director's life as well. And I think she's in her mid-30s now, and she's made this film. But I don't know about the short films. Was it released in the same year, or were they released separately? But yeah, it is almost like a biographical kind of take on her own life.
Absolutely. And उसमें ना मेरे को वो like documentary type feeling आया वो उसमें कि because एक तो पूरा camera, like the camera is on her face like 95% of the time. Like it's on that one character, it's following her, and of course it is exploring the different kinds of relationships, good, bad, toxic, that this girl gets into. Uska the relationship that of course the family wala mom ke साथ, उसके grandmother के साथ उसका क्या relationship है, and then of course the other relationships, like जैसे तू बोल रहा था best friend है who she sleeps with, and she has like a casual relationship with him. Then there is this other guy who is her ex boyfriend, who is also like a toxic guy. Every time last time भी उसका breakup हुआ था तो she kind of had a very bad
experience.
Experience after that, right? And that's why her mother also says ki you went into depression and all of that. Maybe that was insinuated. And then there is also this, she's taking advantage of few people, right? She's taking advantage of this guy she met in the superstore and getting him to get the bathroom done for free. Then she also tries to get another guy from the construction site, ऐसे casually, right? उसके भी पीछे पड़ती है. She's so I mean it was very interesting यार, और the way that storytelling किया है ना वो भी बहुत interesting है. Of course there are some scenes, but उसके बीच में ना there are random shots which are like which make you think कि क्या हो रहा है. Like दो scene के बीच में एक scene जो था वो वाला वो जो there's this sauce that pours into a salad और वो turn होता है, और फिर दूसरा ही random scene. मैं सोच रहा हूँ ये हो क्या रहा है. And then there is this magical whatever forest जिसके अंदर they are walking naked. I mean those are like so it makes you think कि क्या है ये, what is this? Is it like her imagination going wild? What is it?
Yeah, it's almost like it's the mind of Anna, and you're just kind of being privy to everything that she thinks and she does and she talks and she lives. Like you said, the character study bit rings true here. The character is so delicious. By the end of it, I really didn't want the film to end. I really wanted it to keep going on and to know more about her.
एक और fascinating चीज जो मैंने पढ़ा, like this director, I think she likes to thread things together because वो जैसे मैंने बोला ना trilogy बनाया उसने. And then she also introduced this character, right, जिसके वो पीछे पड़ती है, that construction guy, and he says that he's leaving, right? He's leaving to join the Legion, the Foreign Legion. वो बोलता है उसको, which is like an elite branch of the French army. And actually this director was also in the army for a while. And her next film is going to be on the Foreign Legion. Okay. So maybe that character will be in that
will
film.
feature there. Okay.
So मतलब I think she's also like she thinks like that. वो अपने life में से निकालती है चीजें, and then she threads things together. Not everyone's cup of tea, I'm sure. But if you really want to like deep dive into like a life of a person from another world, and it is really nice. And of course, एक चीज मेरे को मतलब थोड़ा सा I read, maybe you can help me understand, but वो बोल रहे थे कि she is almost like a unisex character. She seemed feminine to me. I didn't get that aspect of it. Like maybe it's just because her hair is like that. Maybe she dresses in a way that is not very sexually alluring or something like that, or that's showing her feminine features. Maybe that is the thing.
Yeah, that question did come in my mind when I was watching it as well, but I kind of brushed it off thinking that this is a character who's confused in general. She's still figuring out her life. She's still figuring out her sexuality, her life choices, her love choices. So I kind of thought that it's still coming of age kind of a character and a film. It was just like a moment of a tease where someone tells her that you're too unisex, and so for me it was just like a passing dialogue or a passing
नहीं
piece.
मतलब even the director and the interviews that I read उसमें भी like she wanted to create this character which is यूनिसेक्स। तो वो मेरे दिमाग में सोच रहा था कि कैसा है, लाइक उसका पूरा वो था कि when a woman dresses evocatively, तभी
Right.
it becomes sexual. But when you strip a woman of her clothes, that is where the sexuality part goes away, and I mean, that was her philosophy.
Okay.
So maybe I don't know. I couldn't understand it, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's
Yeah.
something that can be a deeper thing that other people might just understand, maybe.
Correct. Correct.
Um,
But also to people listening, this isn't like an esoteric international French film. It is very much human, and it's not
Mhm.
like, yeah, there are sequences that make you go like, what the hell happened? But those are like 5-6
Yeah.
second sequences.
At that time you just feel that she is imagining things like a helicopter
Yeah.
एकदम से जा रहा
Yeah.
है या
Yeah.
wild
Yeah.
उसमें जा रहा है, तो that's fine. I mean, characters में से like Anna तो of course was the character who was ये,
Yeah.
but could you connect with any other, like मेरे को grandmother बहुत ही like बहुत interesting, and मेरे को भी बहुत connect हुआ because the thing was she wanted to stay independent.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was very strong minded grandmother.
Correct.
एंड मतलब वो वैसा एकदम, माय लाइक नानी वाज ऑलमोस्ट एग्जैक्टली लाइक दिस, लाइक कि वो एकदम स्ट्रांग माइंडेड, अकेले रहना है, independent, now doesn't like it that she is now dependent on someone or who comes in maybe. मतलब that relationship is also beautiful, जो दिखाया है, and
Yeah.
like she wants to make things better for her grandmother by changing the
Yeah.
entire वो उसका bathroom.
Yeah.
She takes care of her, बीच बीच में आके पूछती है, तो all of that was also really really nice. अच्छा
Yeah.
लगा.
Yeah, I think apart from Anna, it was just the grandmother who kind of has the most role, no? Like apart from Anna. So I think, yeah, I mean, she was interesting, but for me, the life of the film is Anna, right? I
Of
mean,
course, of course.
I love the character so much that everything that she did was, and
Yeah.
even the actor is
So
so
yeah,
good,
she's
so
so good.
good.
I think we should watch the other two to
Yeah,
like
100%.
really dive into this, because the thing is, I think those were made before this, so we will also get the arc of the actor itself कि भाई वो कैसे
Correct.
इस
Yeah.
character में like she would have is perfected the character by now ना ये film तक तो,
Yeah, 100%.
after having
100%.
done those two.
She in a lot of scenes also reminded me of Amelie, that the other film,
Right,
the main character there, and
right,
how it was her story, and the director kind of dived deep into her mind.
right.
This one also, it was in some places the dreamlike sequences, etc., were reminding me of Amelie in a way. Of course, it was not as poetic, this film. This was more
Yes.
real and more hard hitting, but it did somewhere remind me of that. But it was very good nevertheless.
Right. And ये Baden का this is actually a place near
Place.
Strasbourg,
Yeah.
so Strasbourg,
Yeah.
हाँ. And it is
Yeah.
known for its spas, maybe. है ना?
It's known
Baden
for
is a
its.
spa.
Oh, okay. For his
So that is
spas.
why,
Okay.
like she tells her grandmother कि Baden जाना है क्या? When
Right,
she's
right,
like
right.
in the bathtub for a very long time, वो स्टार्टिंग में उसको बोल रही रहती है, तब उसको पूछती है कि तेरे को बादन जाना है तो मैं ले जाती हूँ ना, तो which is like, so it's a spa, and it's a city famous for its spas maybe. So and that is actually in Germany, and this one is in, like, they are in Strasbourg, which is France. So but it is very close by, ऐसे पास में एकदम, मुंबई
Yeah.
पुणे टाइप.
Mumbai.
So I mean, yeah, I stumbled upon this film and on Mubi, and I think like it was a great find, and I'm
Yeah.
sure anyone who watches it, yeah, it is a little different from the normal, like there is no story arc, right? ये भी
Yeah.
एक part मैंने जो पढ़ा, like the director was like any film that is made ना, when there is a screenplay, तो उसका
Yeah.
एक arc बनाते हैं, there is a beat through it, and it keeps marching forward to a destination, right?
Correct.
And that is what like prevents people from, like, keeps them interested. But she was like, but life is not like that. It has its slow moments, and it has its up, like, nice, interesting, fun moments. And that is what she wanted to show. And that is how she's made the film. So it feels like a episode from the life of this girl.
I was just going to say it's like a day in the life of Anna. It seems like that. It's out of diary entries. Yeah, it's beautiful. People should watch it for sure.
So do that and do let us know kaisa laga. This is like one film that you should kind of watch. There are so many, I mean, as a time pass films like the ones we talked about last time also, जैसे The Bar. बहुत सारे ऐसे time pass thriller विलर है. But this will give you something else. It will, like, वही है कि वो जो अलग place का कोई एक तेरे को, if you really want to know what people think and how a 20-year-old woman who's like you, maybe you will also connect, right? कि मैं भी ऐसा था, या aimless था, मेरा भी life ऐसे था type का. तो you might also connect with that, or get a deep dive into the culture or the life of a 20-year-old in that country. So you should definitely watch.
Yep. And after you watch it, do let us know what you thought about the film. And if you have any interesting recos for us to watch, please let us know.
Yes.
And most importantly, follow us on Spotify and all the other channels that we are now available on. And
do that. And just to end this, I mean, because I didn't want to say it before, but because this film we really liked. But do you know, Vivek, what was the box office collection of this film?
Arey, don't tell me. Is it bad?
It was $61,390.
Wow, super. Which is why such films are not being made as much as Suryavanshi. That's the reason.
That's the reason. I think they would have spent more.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God. Anyway, so I think but I think France does help indie filmmakers or at small filmmakers like this. उधर वैसा culture है. So I think the box office is just ऐसे. I mean, it really didn't matter, and it did well in the award circuit probably, and it got recognition. So वैसा सब होगा. It's a film that people talk about in the elite art circles, maybe. Right. And you should try it out. So yeah, all right. Bye.
Bye, guys.